Hello everybody, this is Funny Bunny of Doom. I ran out of time in my last tutorial, so we are going to be continuing how to land with this one. Okay, now pay very close attention to your height and your speed. If we were trying to land this whole ship, we would want to burn retrograde. I'm going to do that just to slow down a little bit, but that's unnecessary since we do have a parachute. And we are going to be just letting this crash into the ground. Okay, now, we actually still have our main stage rocket, which is cool. Gonna burn it a bit to slow us down. Like I said, this is totally unnecessary, but it's good practice to get into, so why not practice while we have extra fuel? In all reality, we may be able to touch down this rocket, the last stage of this rocket, without landing legs, but the gravity on Earth is pretty heavy, so it's not likely. Probably end up wrecking. Okay? Alright, out of fuel, let's jettison that. Launch our last stage, and you'll see that will go crashing into the ground. If we keep retrograde burning, the retrograde will adjust and will automatically move as we descend until we reach 0 speed, and then retrograde will be up and it'll flip. So we don't want that to happen, but we are drastically decreasing our speed. If you had used, what we really should have done was jettison that other stage while we were in orbit, but it's all good. We're doing great. Okay? So, something you will notice that if I had not been burning retrograde like this, we would have been going at such a fast altitude that we would start to burn up. In vanilla, this vanilla version of KSP right now, that will not damage your ship. It can destroy things like solar panels and all that, but it's not going to blow up your ship. Alright. We are far below the dangerous speed, so I'm probably going to cut it, and we will be jettisoning this very soon. So let's cut thrust when we reach 300 meters per second. Alright. And we could really return this to Earth. We really could. We have plenty of fuel. We have a parachute. And we're getting pretty low. When we get to about 8,000, we're going to jettison, and then we're going to release the parachute. Parachute, you can release at any point in time when you are in the atmosphere. But it will automatically spread out when you reach a certain velocity. See, we have our antenna here. I'm going to extend it. We never actually used it in orbit because I forgot we even had it. But here, let's transmit data, not that it'll do anything. Burp, 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 done! Because there was nothing to transmit. And something to keep in mind is that it takes a long time once your chute deploys to reach the ground because it slows you to about 6 meters per second. Alright, so that deployed, we are at 6 meters per second. Something to keep in mind. The command pod can withstand about 12 meters per second or a little bit higher than that. So we are absolutely fine, but other parts of the ship cannot. Other parts of the ship are 4 meters per second. So just one, and from what I've learned, even several parachutes alone are not going to save a ship landing on Earth. We have to be below. Hey, look, our debris made it safely to the ground. Didn't even explode. Oh, no, yeah, it's on the ground. But if we were to be trying to land a lander on the Earth, we would want to be retro-burning rockets so that we didn't destroy the rest of the ship on impact. Because even the speed we're going at right now, 6.5 meters per second, will destroy any other part of the ship other than this lander. So it looks like we are landing in a highland. So we are above sea level. We're about 200 meters above sea level. So that is one reason not to use time acceleration when you land, because sometimes the game thinks you're landing too fast and you'll crash. So always do normal speed when you're landing. All right? Let's EVA. I forgot to EVA in space, but that's all right. So we made it back on the planet alive. If we wanted, we could go over, check out the debris over there, see how it looked, but that's all for this video. I'm going to get back in here. If you're in career mode and you want to collect your ship, you put your mouse up here, go to Recover Vessel, and we'll collect the vessel. In career mode, it'll tell you everything you've gained. In sandbox mode, it won't because nothing happens. And we have just successfully completed an orbital mission. Good job, guys. I hope that you guys have just as fruitful of a trip for yourselves. Good frickin' luck!